Look at the streets in your city right now. You probably see trash everywhere. You see empty plastic cups, dirty bags, and old paper on the ground. Now, look at Tokyo, Japan. It is the biggest city in the entire world. Nearly 40 million people walk those streets every single day. But you will not find a single piece of trash on the ground. And here is the most shocking part. There are absolutely no trash cans on the street. Zero. How can a city have millions of people, no trash cans, and perfectly clean streets? Is it magic? No. It is a secret system. And today, I am going to reveal it to you. Welcome to today's English lesson. My name is Ryan, and I am very happy to have you here today. Today, we are traveling to the beautiful country of Japan. We are going to answer one of the biggest mysteries in the world. We are going to learn exactly why Japan is so incredibly clean. This is not just a lesson about picking up garbage. This is a deep lesson about respect, culture, and human psychology. By the end of this lesson, you will see the world in a completely different way. And, of course, you will learn a lot of very useful English vocabulary. So, get a warm cup of coffee, sit back, relax. Let us start with the biggest mystery of all. Where are all the trash cans? If you walk down a street in New York, London, or Paris, you will see a trash can on every corner. Usually, those trash cans are overflowing with dirty garbage. But in Tokyo, you can walk for 3 hours and never see a public trash bin. To understand why, we have to go back to the year 1995. In that year, a terrible terrorist attack happened in the Tokyo subway system. Dangerous people hid deadly poison gas inside bags and left them in the subway station. Many innocent people were hurt. After that terrible day, the Japanese government made a huge decision to protect the public. They removed almost every single public trash can in the entire country. They did this so dangerous people could not hide bad things inside the bins. In most countries, if you take away the trash cans, the streets will become a dirty disaster. People will just throw their garbage on the ground. But in Japan, something amazing happened. The streets actually became cleaner. Why? Because the Japanese people adopted a very simple rule. Take your own trash home. If a Japanese person buys a bottle of water and drinks it, they do not throw the bottle on the ground. They do not leave it on a bench. They put the empty plastic bottle inside their bag. They carry that empty bottle with them all day long. They take it all the way home, and they throw it away in their own kitchen. They believe that your trash is your own personal responsibility. You do not expect the city to clean up after you. You clean up after yourself. But how do you teach millions of people to be so responsible? This brings us to secret number 2. It starts in the classroom. In America, Europe, and many other places, schools hire people called janitors. A janitor is a person whose job is to clean the school. When students drop food on the floor, the janitor cleans it up. When the bathrooms get dirty, the janitor washes them. Because of this, children learn a very bad lesson. They learn that someone else will always clean up their mess. In Japan, things are completely different. There are no janitors in Japanese schools. Instead, the students clean the school themselves. This practice is called osoji, which means the big cleaning. Every single day, the school stops for 20 minutes. The teachers and the students play cheerful music over the speakers. Then, the children grab brooms, mops, and wet cloths. They sweep the classrooms. They wipe the dust off the desks. They clean the windows until they shine. Even the very young children, just 6 years old, help clean the toilets. They do not complain. They do not cry. They do it together as a team. Why does the school make the children do this? It is not to save money. It is to teach them a massive life lesson. If you have to clean a toilet with your own 2 hands, You will never make a toilet dirty again. If you have to sweep the floor every afternoon, you will not drop your pencil shavings on the floor. Osoji teaches children humility and respect for their environment. It teaches them that no job is too low or too dirty for anyone. By the time a Japanese child becomes an adult, keeping their environment clean is a deep, automatic habit. Now, let us move to secret number 3. This secret is deeply connected to the traditional Japanese religion. The native religion of Japan is called Shinto. Shinto is a very old and beautiful belief system. It teaches that spirits, called kami, live everywhere in nature. They live in the trees, in the rivers, and in the mountains. In Shinto, there is a very important concept called kegare. Kegare translates to dirtiness or impurity. In Western cultures, dirt is just physical dirt. You wash your hands to remove bacteria so you do not get sick. But in Japan, dirt is physical and spiritual. If you are dirty, your soul is also dirty. Cleanliness is deeply connected to being a good, pure human being. When you go to a Shinto shrine in Japan, you will see a large stone water basin. Before you are allowed to walk near the holy area, you must wash your hands and wash your mouth. You must purify yourself before you talk to the gods. This spiritual belief in cleanliness is everywhere in Japanese daily life. When a Japanese person comes home from work, what is the very first thing they do? They take off their shoes. The entrance of a Japanese house is called a genkan. It is a small area that is slightly lower than the rest of the house. You must leave your dirty street shoes in the genkan. You never, ever wear shoes inside the main house. Wearing shoes inside a house would bring the dirty, impure energy of the street into your safe, clean home. It would be considered extremely disgusting and disrespectful. They even have special slippers just for the bathroom. You wear your normal house slippers everywhere, but you change into bathroom slippers when you use the toilet. They separate the clean areas from the dirty areas with extreme care. This is not just about avoiding germs. It is about maintaining a pure and peaceful mind. Now, let us explore secret number 4. This is a psychological secret, and it is very powerful. It is a cultural concept called meiwaku. Meiwaku roughly translates to causing trouble or being a burden to others. In Japan, causing meiwaku is the absolute worst thing you can do. From the day they are born, Japanese children are taught one golden rule: do not cause trouble for the people around you. How does this connect to cleanliness? Think about it carefully. If you throw a piece of paper on the sidewalk, what happens? Eventually, someone else has to bend down and pick it up. You have forced another human being to clean your mess. You have caused meiwaku. You have become a burden to society. In many countries, if someone drops trash, people might ignore it. But in Japan, the social pressure to be a good citizen is huge. If you throw garbage on the street, people will not just think you are messy. They will think you are a terrible, selfish human being. The feeling of shame is a very strong force in Japanese society. Nobody wants to be the person who breaks the harmony of the group, because everyone is trying so hard not to bother anyone else. The entire country stays clean. Finally, let us look at secret number 5. This secret is about the power of community. In many parts of the world, people do not know their neighbors. They drive their cars into their garage, close the door, and ignore the street outside. In Japan, neighborhoods are deeply connected. Many communities have organized cleaning days. On a Sunday morning, families will wake up early. They will put on gloves and grab plastic bags, together with their neighbors. They will walk down the streets, picking up any small pieces of trash. They pull the weeds growing out of the sidewalk. They sweep the small parks where the children play. They do not get paid to do this. The city government does not force them to do this. They do it because they have deep pride in their community. They believe that the street outside their house is an extension of their own living room. If the street is dirty, their home feels dirty. When you put all of these secrets together, you get the cleanest country in the world. You get a country without trash cans, but with spotless streets. You get children who learn to clean toilets before they learn algebra. You get a society that believes being clean is a spiritual duty. You get a culture that cares more about the group than the individual. It is not magic. It is not a secret genetic superpower. It is simply education, respect, and deep social responsibility. We can all learn a huge lesson from this beautiful country. We do not have to move to Tokyo to have clean streets. We can start by taking responsibility for our own environment. We can stop expecting other people to clean up our messes. We can take pride in our homes, our schools, and our cities. If everyone swept the street in front of their own house, the whole world would be clean. Now, let us move to the English practice section. I want to make sure you truly understand the important vocabulary from this lesson. I have prepared 30 essential words for you today. I will say the word clearly. I will explain its exact meaning in simple English, and I will give you a simple example sentence to help you remember it. Please repeat the word after me out loud. Do not just listen to my voice in silence. Speaking out loud is how you train your mouth muscles to speak confident. Fluent English. Are you ready to practice? Let us begin. Word number 1. Sidewalk. Sidewalk. A sidewalk is a hard path next to a road for people to walk on safely. Example: please walk on the sidewalk so you do not get hit by a car. Word number 2. Trash. Trash. Trash means things that are no longer useful and have been thrown away. Example: he threw the empty bottle into the trash. Word number 3. Mystery. A mystery is something that is difficult or impossible to understand or explain. Example: it is a mystery how the city stays so clean without trash cans. Word number 4. Overflowing. Overflowing. Overflowing means so full that the contents are falling out over the top. Example: the public trash can was overflowing with dirty cups and papers. Word number 5. Terrorist. Terrorist. A terrorist is a person who uses violence and fear to achieve political goals. Example: the terrorist attack in the subway changed the laws of the city. Word number 6. Poison. Poison is a substance that can cause death or serious illness if it enters the body. Example: you must never drink this liquid because it is poison. Word number 7. Remove. Remove. Remove means to take something away from a place. Example: the government decided to remove all the public trash cans. Word number 8. Responsibility. Responsibility. Responsibility is the state of having a duty to deal with something. Example: cleaning your own bedroom is your personal responsibility. Word number 9. Janitor. Janitor. A janitor is a person employed to clean and take care of a large building, like a school. Example: the janitor sweeps the school floors every night after the children go home. Word number 10. Complain. Complain means to express sadness or anger about something that is annoying. Example: the Japanese children do not complain when they clean the toilets. Excellent work on the vocabulary section today. You just practiced 30 highly useful English words. By saying these words out loud, your brain is building new connections. Your spoken English is getting stronger and more natural every single day. Now, let us move to the question and answer section. I receive hundreds of emails from students who are fascinated by Japan. Here are 5 of the most common questions that students ask me about this specific topic. Question number 1. Teacher, is everywhere in Japan perfectly clean? This is a very realistic question. The answer is no. Japan is not a perfect utopia. While the main streets, train stations, and parks are incredibly clean, there are exceptions. In some busy nightlife areas in Tokyo, like Shibuya or Shinjuku, you might see some trash late at night on a weekend. When people drink a lot of alcohol, they sometimes forget their good manners. Also, if you look very closely in dark alleys or behind buildings, you might find hidden garbage. However, compared to almost any other major city in the world, it is still unbelievably clean. A dirty street in Tokyo is often much cleaner than a normal street in other countries. Question number 2. Do people get arrested if they throw trash on the ground? Throwing trash on the ground is illegal in Japan. Just like in many countries, if a police officer sees you drop a plastic bottle, you can be fined money. However, the police rarely have to arrest anyone for this. The real punishment is not a ticket from the police. The real punishment is the social shame. If you throw garbage on the street, the people around you will stare at you with angry, judgmental eyes. In a culture that values social harmony so highly, that silent judgment is far scarier than a police fine. Question number 3. What do Japanese people do with their dog's waste? This is a fascinating detail about their culture. If you watch a Japanese person walking their dog, you will notice they carry a small bag. Inside the bag, they have plastic bags to pick up the solid waste, just like everywhere else. But they also carry a small water bottle. If the dog urinates on a wall or a street lamp, the owner will use the water bottle to wash it away immediately. They do not want the smell or the stain to bother the neighbors. It is a perfect example of the concept of meiwaku, preventing any trouble for others. Question number 4. Why are Japanese public bathrooms so clean? If you have ever used a public bathroom in a park in America or Europe, you know it can be a scary experience. But in Japan, public bathrooms at train stations and parks are usually spotless. They often have heated toilet seats, automatic flushing, and music to cover any sounds. They stay clean because of 2 reasons. First, the public respects the space and uses it carefully. Second, the people who clean the bathrooms take incredible pride in their work. They are respected professionals, and they clean the facilities multiple times a day with great attention to detail. Question number 5. How can I start teaching my children this kind of responsibility? You do not need to wait for their school to change. You can start practicing osoji at home today. Give your children small, manageable cleaning tasks, even if they are very young. Do not pay them money to clean their own room. Teach them that it is their duty as a member of the family. More importantly, you must lead by example. If you throw trash out of your car window, your children will do exactly the same thing. If you pick up a piece of trash at the park, they will learn to respect the environment. Children watch everything you do. All right, we are finally coming to the end of today's massive English lesson. You have done an amazing job listening, reading, and practicing with me today. Before you close this video, I have a special homework assignment for you. I want you to take action right now. To lock this new vocabulary into your brain, scroll down to the comment section below this video. I want you to write 1 full sentence in English. Tell me one thing you can do today to keep your own neighborhood or city cleaner. Will you pick up 1 piece of trash? Will you stop buying plastic water bottles? Write it down in the comments. When you write it down, it becomes a real promise. This is a fantastic way to practice your writing skills and connect with other motivated students. If this deep dive into Japanese culture opened your eyes, please hit the like button. Share this lesson with a friend or family member who loves traveling or learning about the world. And make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss our next journey together. We are not just learning basic grammar on this channel. We are learning how to understand the world, respect different cultures, and build a better life. Thank you so much for your precious time and your incredible focus today. Thank you for your dedication to learning English and improving yourself. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep making the world a little bit cleaner. I believe in your potential. I will see you in the next lesson. Goodbye for now.